My name is Martin Lincoln Jr. I'm the resident engineer in the Northeast District. A bridge bearing basically is what transferred the load of the bridge itself. The bridge is going to be a dead load, what we call just a static load sitting there of the bridge itself. And then you also have the live load of the traffic traveling on the bridge. It transfers that weight to the concrete cap that it sits on underneath, and those are attached to columns that go down into footings down into the river. It's what connects those two together to make them part and work together. The bearings themselves, they act to allow the thermal expansion and stuff of the bridge and contractions that it has during the different weather cycles. So it allows it to move back and forth. And then it has finger joints in the deck itself, where the finger joints will move to still keep the roadway open, where you could traverse across it without it having a big jump or an opening in the bridge itself. The old bearings met their lifespan and kind of deteriorated, and they basically kind of locked up and didn't work and allow that movement like it needed to be, and it started to cause some other deformation and stuff in the truss. So that's where we came up and had to replace these out. Once we got the bridge shut down, by the next day we had the old bearings out up on top of the deck. Everything was blocked up, locked off, and then we had the new bearings already in our possession. But we had to get some pieces off of the old bearings to get a bolt template for the top of the truss, so we could take it to a machine shop to have it drilled and threaded, so we could bolt the new bearing to the truss. That process took about a week and a half to get all that stuff processed, get it back here. They've got one side in right now, bolted down to the deck. Hopefully they'll have the other one in maybe later today, first part tomorrow. And then they basically have to get about 4 different pieces of metal all to line up to bolt it back down. And that's the process they're working on right now. Depending on how long that takes, it could take a couple hours, it could take a day. It just depends on how everything kind of goes, because it's kind of tight quarters down there. A lot of times you don't see a lot of people down there working and doing stuff because it's such a tight area. You only need a couple guys to do what needs to be done. A lot of it's the logistics of being able to reroute the traffic, because for what we're doing, we have to jack the bridge up, and we don't want traffic on it creating a live load, because that gets the bridge movement and bouncing, which it's designed to do, but we don't want to have that extra load on the bridge. So being how we only got one bridge right here that's 4 lanes wide, you got to shut the whole bridge down, and you got to reroute traffic around. So we got to route it 15 miles upstream to a bridge there, or 30 miles downstream to another bridge we've got. We don't have that luxury of having a twin bridge right here we can just run head-to-head traffic on. So the logistics of that was kind of a big deal. Yeah, I'm just really happy how it's all kind of come together, and a lot of it's just a lot of the planning and pre-staging of stuff, trying to look at possible problems and make sure we've already got the parts to repair that or something we need, and not have to be like, okay, we need this special something and we don't have it and we got to go get it and we got to wait 2 weeks for it to come in. We try to make sure we try to have all that stuff already in our possession and ready to go for the worst case scenario. You wish for the best, but you prepare for the worst kind of thing.